Yeah, I will engage in this conversation and give my opinion about exercising and working out. So, when I'm speaking with my colleagues, friends, family, even with my patients, one of the biggest excuse, or should I say reason, that I receive for not exercising or not working out or not being able to get activity, or whatever you want to call it, the biggest excuse or reason I receive is that they do not have a gym membership, or they do not have a gym equipment, or do not have access to a gym. Okay, so having a gym membership is awesome. Having elaborate equipment is awesome. Being able to work out using different parts of your body, using different pieces of equipment is awesome, but it is not necessary. You can use your own body resistance to exercise. So I always often talk about when I was in basic training for the U.S. Navy. Everybody knows that was in the Navy. Well, not everybody. Some people know that I was in the Navy. Some people believe that I was in the Navy, and other people find it difficult to believe that I was in the military. However, I often say as a response to when people tell me, I don't have the gym membership, I don't have money to the gym, or there's not a gym in my area, I always say to them that, I'm thinking back to the time when I was in basic training. I do not recall. Now, I'm not going to say it didn't happen, but I do not recall a day when they kindly woke me up and said, Hi, today we are going to the climate control gym where you can work out on nice pieces of equipment. I don't recall that. I don't recall that at all. What I recall is them saying, Get up, go outside. And that's what we did. Mustered. We mustered on the grinder, meaning that we were in formation. We marched. We walked. We ran. We did push ups, sit ups, we did butterfly, mountain climbers, you name it, squats, whatever we did. And I do not recall them ever saying to me, Today we're going to a nice gym, nice climate control environment where you can sit and relax and use some nice fancy equipment. And I will tell you that basic training, best place for body transformation, mind, body, and soul transformation, as a matter of fact. And I saw bodies transform from fat, flabby, to nice, firm tone, to too skinny, to appropriate muscle fat ratio. I saw that with my own eyes on other people as well as on myself. Therefore, I know for a fact you do not have to have a gym membership or gym equipment in order to incorporate some activity into your daily routine. You can simply do some jumping jacks. Jumping jacks are great cardio. You can run in place. So if you say, well, I don't have a lot of room, or I don't have an environment where I can go outside, it isn't safe, or the weather isn't nice, you can run in place. If you are in a neighborhood where it's nice and safe, you can go for a walk. You can walk for 2 hours at a nice pace of about 2 miles per hour, 2.5 miles per hour. That will give you enough exercise that could change your entire body. If you go from being a couch potato to walking 30, 45 minutes a day, you will begin to see the difference within about 3 weeks. You can run in your neighborhood, you can walk in your neighborhood, you can run in place. Stay at home and just jog in one spot. You can do squats. You don't have to do 1,000 squats. You can do 15 to 20 squats each time. I always recommend 45. Between commercial breaks when you're watching TV, just jump up, do 45 squats. Commercial break is about 2 minutes. Well, it used to be. Now the commercials are all different. Now you can watch all the commercials one time and then enjoy the rest of the movie, or you can have intermittent commercial breaks. But once upon a time, commercial breaks were about 2 minutes. Two, because I think Chuck Woolery would say, "I'll see you back in two and two." That was his thing every time his show would take a break. He'd say, "I gotta go to a commercial break, but I'll see you in two and two." So a commercial break used to be about 2 minutes. So in between, jump up, do 45 squats. You can walk around on your tippy toes. That will build the muscles in your legs. Whenever you build large muscles burns more calories. So you can walk on your tippy toes, build those large muscles in your legs, and that will burn calories throughout the day. Like I said before, you can do jumping jacks. If you don't want to do jumping jacks, you can just jump up and down. Right in your home, no equipment. You can do sit-ups right in your home, no equipment. You can do push-ups right in your home, no equipment. You can go outside and play with the children. You can play basketball. You're going to need a basketball. So that could be a piece of equipment, but you don't have to have a basketball. You can pick up, jump, and throw anything. You can roll up a ball of aluminum foil. Go outside, throw it in a bucket. You can exercise without any equipment. You can play tennis. You may say, "Well, I don't have a tennis racket," because that is a piece of equipment. You said, "I don't need a piece of equipment." You can simulate a swing. You can go outside. You don't have empty hands. You can take this stance as if you were playing tennis. You can simulate, reach back, shoulders, swing. You do that about 10 or 15 times, oh yeah, you will feel it in your arms. You can lift weights. Once again, you will say, "Well, I don't have any weights," because that's a piece of equipment. You can go to your cabinet, you can find something that weighs about 3 to 5 pounds, pick it up, put it in your hand, or lift it up. Can of chickpeas, right? That weigh about a pound and a half. 5 pound bag of rice, a bottle of Gatorade, anything, and I shouldn't say Gatorade, I should have said a bottle of sports drink, not to do name titles and give people free advertisement, but a bottle of liquid. It could be a bottle of water. It has weight to it. The repetition of moving the arms by themselves without even having the weight on it will give you some results. So yeah, I like to debunk that theory. I know a lot of people get upset with my reaction when they say, "Well, I don't have a gym." And I look at them like, okay, so that's no excuse. But as far as they're concerned, it is an excuse. But as far as I'm concerned, there is no excuse. There is no excuse for you not being able to incorporate some type of activity into your daily routine. Some people say just reaching over, bending over, picking up your children. I don't want you to do that because I don't want you to drop the baby. And what happened? Why'd you drop the baby? Oh, I don't know. I was trying to do some squats, lifts, and lunges. Okay, so I don't recommend that, but some people say they do that. They pick their children up 10, 15 times, 4 or 5 times a day, and that has strengthened whatever muscle they were trying to strengthen. That is just some things that I heard. That is not something that I recommend. But I do recommend, strongly recommend, that you incorporate some type of activity into your daily routine. To me, that's simple. And I guess it's simple because it's a mindset and a lifestyle that I have been used to, and I've seen it, so much. So whenever I meet someone or see someone, or have a conversation with someone who says that, "Oh, I can't do this because of X, Y, Z," it's just unfamiliar to me. It's why I have such a hard time grasping that as being a valid excuse, because I know people that are paralyzed from the waist down and they still get physical activity. They can still move their upper body and they're very strong. And so if I see that, I say, okay, this guy has no legs and he can do something. You have both of your legs and your feet and you don't want to do nothing. So that's kind of why sometimes people get that reaction from me. So I just want to encourage everyone. And now that I know the weather's getting ready to change, so it's getting ready to get a little cooler, you may not want to go outside. There are some things that you can do right there in the comfort of your own home that does not require any equipment. Use your own body resistance, jumping jacks, squats, sit ups, push ups, running in place, just sometimes just stretching that you can use and exercise without using any equipment at all. So, I hope that listening to this conversation, this little short talk about exercising without equipment, I hope that it was encouraging. I hope that you was, give you some ideas of different things that you could use, that you could exercise in the privacy of your own home without using any pieces of equipment.